right, good afternoon, and welcome to Simple Futures Monday Free Market Update. And this is interesting. First thing I guess I'll start you off with is to remind you that we've got two main areas of price kind of distribution, I guess, that we're dealing with. One upper here that I think you can pretty clearly see starts about October 25th through December. That trade range is from 45 to 4,800. Below the December low, we've got the other one that starts back on about June 25th into October 25th, and that is from about 42 up to 4,500. So you got 42 by 5 and then 45 by 8. All right, we're right in the middle. Acceptance on the top up here in the upper is 46.83. Acceptance in or most traded or balance in the lower down here is 4,400. We're right in the middle. So you got to make a decision. I mean, if up, then we trade towards the 46.83, and if down, we trade toward the 4,400. It's a tough call, to be honest with you. It really is. I can start by telling you that about 65% of the S&P market cap is coming out of the earnings blackout period, the buyback restrictions, and that starts early this week, and that runs through March 14th, where the next blackout period starts. So, Goldman Sachs Trade Desk put out a notice that where they anticipate average approximate 5.5 billion daily, 5.5 billion demand, and now that we're entering like a kind of a free period here for buyback. If that's the case, then tomorrow, this is very, very imperative, really, that tomorrow start this uptick, and it start that against today's low. Today's low was a very important price from last Friday's low to this high. That's a 786 retrace. And it's also one of these quarterly settlement prints, which rests at 44.63 or 4. I think it's 63, maybe 4. That needs to be it. If it does happen to crack that and trade lower, it's headed to 4,400. Today's low, very important. The bid starts tomorrow if it is good. And with that, we start to trade up into the 46s up here. Main target, I guess I'd put it at like 46.35 on its way to 46.83 is balance on the top in that upper distribution. But I'd put it target up here, another quarter print up here at 46.35. So you got two, the 44.60s we just talked about and the 46.35s up top. Those are very important. Three prices in this area that we're in that all seem to be relative and important. Those from the all-time high to a couple Mondays ago, the low of the break, are the 618.50 and the 382 retrace. You can see they're all very important. We've been trading back and forth these prices, every one of them being respected. Know these prices. They're 44.40, 45.11, and 45.81. 45.81 area was the high of last week. We traded into that and then failed off of that. I like it higher. It needs to be, though, against today's low, and it absolutely really needs to start tomorrow. If that's true, then it's up and you got the targets. If not, cracks today's low, it's en route down to 4,400. Preference is up against today's low. So, hope this helps. Good trading. Look forward to being with you again at the next update.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency. It's one of the things that won me